want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
All right, and welcome back to The Reason They Should Have Never Gave You Niggas Microphones. I'm Lolo.
I'm Bitch Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Woo! If we're too purple, just let us know in the comments. We're trying something new. I hope you don't say we're too purple. I kind of like this.
I'm not sure how I feel yet. I don't know. I'm going to have to see it.
I feel a little majestic.
I don't know.
I hope it's not giving like
face,
Q.
My face already be red. I feel like it's red right now.
It doesn't look red to me. I feel like maybe it's giving a little Q or like Hebrew Israelite, which is a little concerning.
What's giving that?
The purple?
Oh.
TBD. Who knows? Anyways, what are you watching?
So I still been watching The Residence, and I started Black Mirror too.
I went to go watch that, and I was like, ooh, it's late at night.
It's not scary though.
What?
Black Mirror.
Oh, I meant The Residence.
Oh.
Because it looked like it could be a little funny, and you know I love me some Giancarlo. I love bugging out, but yeah. I was like, it seems like this trailer is funny, and then when I click it, somebody gonna be bleeding.
Yeah, it's not scary.
Is it gory?
No.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead with Black Mirror.
Not to me. I guess if you kind of don't like blood at all, but it's not really gory. It's just kind of like blood on the shirt, you know.
Okay.
Like it's not like they killing. Like you see them killing.
You just show up and they dead.
Yeah. I
think I could do it. I've been watching some episodes of Will Trent. Today I watched one where they cut a guy's hand off and they showed like the nub.
Yeah, that's
because they needed it to get into the handprint safe.
Off-putting.
But I looked for a little bit before I flinched and closed my eyes. I'm getting better.
Yeah, you gotta get strong enough to like see a little more, you know, gory stuff. Not too much, but just.
I'm trying. I try to like bird box and stuff, like pry my eyes open when people are getting like injections on TV. Because that's the closest I'm going to get to exposure therapy. Oh, yeah. You're not poking me with shit. Good luck to you. So
I feel like I'm lucky, one of the lucky people, because needles don't bother me.
And I have a phobia.
Yeah.
There's so many people that exist on this spectrum.
There are.
None of them are here.
A lot of people hate needles, and I just be like, damn. Like,
there's people who like can't look. The concept
is... I understand, like, a needle poking you is, like, scary, but it doesn't really actually hurt. So.
Yeah, that's why it's, like, a phobia. Because it's, like, there's people who don't like needles. There are people who are afraid it will hurt. There are people who can't look. Yeah. I'm, like, past all of them. Yeah. And that, like, when they use the alcohol pad, I'm going to bug the fuck out, so.
Are you, like, traumatized? Like.
No.
Okay.
My mom said I've been like that since like an infant. Like when they used to wear the white coats in the nail salon.
But yeah, that's really all I've been watching.
Is Black Mirror good?
Honestly.
Or did you watch for Issa Rae?
I did watch for Issa, but I feel like I have to go back and watch it because I was distracted. I did see like discourse around like whether she did a good job or not. So I don't have an opinion yet. I will say from what I did see, I can see what people were saying. Like, I feel like Issa Rae is just Issa Rae, and she's just like, a lot of people would say like she's stuck in her insecure character, but I just think
that's how people perceive her.
Yeah. And so I can see why they would like perceive her that way, but also I think like some people were being a little too harsh about like, oh, she wasn't the right fit or she was miscasted or whatever. Like,
she's a black woman. They gonna tear her down regardless.
Yeah, which I didn't fuck with that too much, but
not too much on our girl.
Yeah,
never too much on our girl. I'm watching Nobody Wants This, or I watched and finished it. It was 10 episodes. It's like a romantic comedy type of show.
What is it on?
It's on Netflix. And it's about like a girl. She has a podcast and then she
On the show?
Yeah. And then she falls. It's in last name. Kristen from The Good Place.
Oh.
It's not Cavalier, it's not Dunst. The funny one.
Yeah.
From Frozen.
I know. But I'm drawing a blank on her last name.
Belle?
Kristen Bell. Yeah, that sounds right.
And she's like an icon. Like she was Veronica fucking Mars.
Yeah.
She's in it. She's hysterical. So
yeah, I love her.
It's been good, and watching the people fall in love on the show makes me like, I think I tweeted this because I'm under pressure to return to Twitter.
Yeah.
I tweeted that like the show makes me like watching people fall in love makes me miss like flirting.
Yeah. I think I did see you say that.
Yeah. Cause I'm so good at it. I just haven't gotten the chance to do it in a while.
Yeah.
And that phase is so much fun. Like when you first start talking to someone, you're like, are they flirting with me?
Yeah. I think flirting is fun. When it's with the right person. Like,
yeah. If it's not with the right person, it's harassment.
Yeah. Or like, you know, if I'm just not in the mood, but yeah, I do like to flirt.
It's so much fun. Like, will they, won't they? Like, what's going on? You know?
Yeah.
So, I'm watching that. It's good. She's like she has like a sex podcast, and she falls in love with a rabbi.
I know that has to be good because she's a good actress. So.
She is. She plays that character very well. Like she's kind of giving Eleanor Shellstrop. I know she's capable of other things. I mean, she did fucking Frozen. Yeah. But I do like her in that role. Of like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen her in anything that I'm like, I didn't like that.
No.
I'm trying to think. She played in that therapist show, didn't she? Where she was kind of like crazy. I can't remember the name of it, but it was.
What was it about?
Like it was about this. I think she was like scared to leave the house or something.
Okay, so she played in the parody.
The parody of that
movie. I think that the girl who was afraid to leave the house was Amy Adams. Okay. Someone who was also known for like, she did like Enchanted and shit, but has like real acting chops. Yeah. She has like red hair, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember what she looks like, but I do remember the show. And I do remember Kristen playing in the parody now that you mention it.
Shout out her.
Shout out to Kristen Bell.
Check out Nobody Wants This.
On Netflix. Next we have honorable mention. Ooh. This week's honorable mention is my parents. Oh. They just hit 25 years of marriage.
What?
So I just want to shout them out. I know they listen to the show, so
that's so exciting.
Shout out to y'all.
I have to stop cussing.
I'll be thinking that too, but hey, we're too far gone now.
Yeah.
And we grown.
160 something episodes. It's too late to walk it back.
Yeah. But yeah, I just, wanted to shout them out because I feel like, that's not something that we see a lot these days. And my parents are still kind of young, based on, I guess society's measures, like in their 40s, like,
Oh yeah, your mom's younger than my mom.
Yeah, I think my mom's gonna be 50 this year, I think. But yeah, I mean, I'm 30, so I'm 31, so like that's pretty young for a parent for me. But yeah,
28.
28.
I'm 28. I just felt like you were saying your age, so I didn't want to leave you hanging.
I'm weak. I was yesterday. I was trying to figure out if you was turning 29 or 30.
I'm turning 29.
Okay, cool. Oh, I figured it was 29 because I'm like, I know 30. She's gonna do something like big.
Yeah, we're going to Belize.
But yeah, I can't wait for that. But yeah, who's Hotep?
Hotep of the week is okay. So I had somebody, and it was the tariffs. Long story short, Synthetic wigs about to be $100. Beauty supply owners say tariff spike could potentially increase the cost of synthetic wigs and virgin hair by $100. How are they going to keep up with the cost? They say hold on to your wigs because the 145% tariff, if implemented, is going to affect the supply chains, especially the stuff we love the most. A hair supply owner said that her products and accessories range anywhere from $20 to $400, and that her customers include people who want to experiment with new looks and people with health issues. And it's not just the virgin hair or the raw hair bundles that are going up. Synthetic hair will see some spikes in pricing too. And it says, somebody tell your granny.
That's crazy. I mean, I figured like hair would be affected because, you know, when they were like on TikTok, like saying, "Oh, this is where we manufacture stuff or whatever. You can get shit wholesale." I figured like, okay, everybody was asking like, "Where's the hair vendors or where's the hair, manufacturers?" I still haven't seen anybody post them.
I think this light is hurting my eyes.
It is kind of bright. I'm trying not to look at it and look directly at the camera.
Before I get to my second hot tub, well, it'll be my third because the second is this light. Hold on, y'all.
How do they use them?
I'll try to remember my best to edit that out, but I think we kind of have to leave it in because they're going to wonder what the fuck happened to the light.
I'm going to be mad if it actually looked good, too. And then, like...
Ooh.
Maybe we have to, like...
angle it down on us or something.
Yeah.
It's, like, right in our line of sight. Ooh. Again, we're still looking for a production assistant. The third hotep, the second being the light.
I feel like I know
it's Shannon Sharp.
I knew it.
You're running around with a 19-year-old girl. You assaulting her. You acting a fucking fool. And you're trying to act like you're being Emmett Tilled. No. You're a fucking freaked out weirdo.
Yeah.
Predator. That's it. That's all. Leave that shit alone, man. And now I'm starting to feel like, because remember when it was like, oh, I don't even know how to work Instagram Live, but I accidentally went live. And remember he was fucking that girl, and he said her name a shit ton of times.
That's what I was about to say. He been freaked out.
But I feel like he said her name to embarrass her, like he did that shit on purpose. We already knew it wasn't an accident, but I think now I feel like the intention was different.
That was a different girl, right? He be doing too much. He do too much. And, like, Monique and Cat Williams tried to, like, tell him, like, as people who are in his, like, age group, his peers, like, they try to tell him, like, you need to, like, leave them young bitches alone. He up there laughing and shit, like, this shit funny. And I can't remember who else was up there. I want to say it was Keke Palmer. But it's been multiple occasions where he has a guest on his show and he's like, yeah, I like them young. And, but damn, like 19 is crazy.
19 is insane and you were 54.
Like, you are damn near 60 years old. So
you're literally pushing 60.
And even if the girl is lying, like, I feel like, hey, that's what you get.
That's what you get.
Like, you should not be dealing with somebody who's fresh out of fucking high school.
And I listened to the audio. I think you did it.
Which audio? The one where he was like, black man chokes white woman or some shit like that?
Where she said, don't manipulate me. And he said, if you say that shit again, I'm going to choke the shit out you.
I was trying to listen to the audio earlier. I couldn't really hear it.
To me, that implies that she's told you more than once you're being manipulative.
Yeah.
You're being a manipulator. And to be quite frank, of someone that young, I don't even expect that level of emotional awareness. So good for you, girl.
Yeah. Get your money, girl. Teach that nigga a lesson.
One he will never forget.
Well, I don't know what this means for him, but I'm good on his interviews now. Like, I typically watch the people I want to see. I don't watch all his interviews, but like, I really just can't.
And I would also like to add that Charlemagne was talking about basically leave them young girls alone today on the Breakfast Club. Or I saw it today. I don't know when it came out. But Envy was like, yeah, I agree with you. It's not illegal, but I agree with you. What the fuck was that about?
Yeah, he could have just left it at I agree.
Like, he had to make the point.
Because either way, it's still nasty.
As fuck.
Like, legal or not.
Like, y'all are the niggas that if you start flirting with someone, it's harassment.
I feel like if you are going to be that old and you going to mess with somebody young, they should at least be 25.
That's Leonardo DiCaprio's cutoff, I thought.
Yeah. I think the white bitch has been talking about his ass.
I mean, yeah. I was going to say, and they age quick, so.
I mean, I don't know. I don't get the appeal of, like, dealing with younger people. But
I thought you were going to say white people.
Well, that too.
Both.
But specifically, like, young, like, as a 31-year-old, I can't see myself dating anybody, like, young, like, in their 20s for real, because, I mean, maybe late 20s, you know, but just in general, it typically works better when I'm, like, with somebody in my age range.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we have similar lived experiences. Like, I feel like younger people, like, one time it was this girl, and she was young. I met her probably back in 2019, 2018, something like that. Mm-hmm. And she was young. And, like, she wanted to mess with me real bad. And I was just like, no, like, it can't happen. One, because me personally, I just felt like as a young person, you should be living your life. Like, you should be exploring, having fun. Like, you shouldn't be trying to be tied down to nobody. Like, I feel like that about any young person. And for two, to me, I just mentally, I couldn't do it because it just didn't sit right. Like, to me, it's like nasty, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you fresh out of high school, like.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, these niggas, they be like, oh, she pursued me.
Yeah, and it's like, so what? You could literally say no. You could literally turn her down. You could literally, like, just not do it. So yeah, I don't ever get that. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with this young girl. Like, I don't get it.
That nigga disgusting. All the niggas making excuses are disgusting.
Yeah, but niggas are disgusting.
That is true.
Next, we have lyricsing lessons, where we give a lyric and you get a lesson.
Woo!
And this lyric is, true, you got better shit to do. You could have bought a crib with all that bread you done blew. I know you think this type of revenue is never ending, but I want to take a minute just to tell you that ain't true. One day, them kids that's listening gonna grow up and get too old for that shit that made you blow up. Now your show's looking light because they don't show up, which unfortunately means that money slow up. And what I got from that is, like, when you hot, you got to learn how to expand and pivot. Because, like, shit is going to constantly change.
Always.
And keep moving. And what's hot now isn't always going to be hot. And if you're counting on what made you successful to sustain you, if it's not something like essentials, like food, water, shelter, you know, if it's not something that, like, is never going to change, then you need to start thinking long term.
Absolutely.
Especially now these days, because we don't know what the fucking future looks like. Like, we don't know. And people turn on you so quick, you know, so.
So quick.
Yeah, you gotta prepare yourself and, like, don't be just spending your money on bullshit. Especially now. And that was 1985, Intro to the Fall Off by J. Cole.
Oh, brother. You had me in the first half.
I know.
Do you have any guesses for mine?
T Grizzly?
I have. Fuck a beat. I was trying to beat a case. But I ain't beat that case, bitch. I did the race. And that is The Race by TK.
Okay.
And what I got from that is, people be making all kind of choices these days and they surprised at the outcome. What the fuck do y'all be thinking is going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, TK released The Race while he was on the run.
He ain't beat that case.
TK's doing 55.
It's 55? I thought it was 80.
I think it's 80 combined.
Oh, but he
was already doing the 55 while he was on this trial. And somebody posted a video And let's just call out the fact that like the sentencing practice is horrible, right? But we can also call out maybe not taking the plea was not good decision making.
That shit is a gamble.
T Grizzly said highly favored. Hey, I really dodged a boosie bid.
Like, that shit
My
is
first
really
offer was 30 years, not a day lower. I told them crackers holler at me when they sober. But T Grizzly can say that because
he ain't killed nobody, right?
he got out of the bind. Take it?
No.
He ain't going on trial for doing that.
Yeah.
I can't speak to his lived experience. TK, I cannot say the same about.
That nigga, yeah, he did it. And I know he was young, but
that nigga rap sheet looked like a CVS receipt.
Yeah. That shit don't matter at this point.
And this is not us advocating for the carceral system. What we're saying is, you know they already against you and you did it.
And it was heinous. Like, you're definitely getting charged and you're definitely doing that time.
And I understand you were a teenager, but cutting off your ankle monitor and tweeting, fuck 12, they gonna have to catch me. And then going on the run and then releasing a song that says, I ain't beat that case, bitch, I did the race. While you fled to New Jersey. And people be surprised at the outcome of their actions.
Yeah.
They be very shocked. I want to say free TK, but I'd have to do some more research.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting free. Unfortunately for him.
I think the Menendez brothers might get out soon.
That's fortunate for them. I mean,
they
kind of were justified. I was just about to say they were justified in what they, did. But I mean, allegedly, like, I don't know.
I turn them loose. But when I was hearing all the people say turn them loose, and I had no knowledge about the case, I too thought it was just spoiled rich kids who killed their parents.
Yeah.
But it took like 15 seconds for me to learn not the case. Turn them niggas loose.
Yeah.
And you know how I know they're getting out soon? Because they done reveal, so-and-so cheating on his wife. And
wait, who?
It's either, there's only two of them. I think it's Lyle.
How he cheating on his wife?
They got him in the backdrop photos.
Damn.
But that's not a reason to be in jail.
Yeah, no. He finna do shit worse when he get out, so you might as well go ahead and get that divorce.
They still wealthy though, right?
I don't know. Are they?
Do they get the inheritance if you kill your parents?
Probably not.
I know they don't get life insurance, but I'm sure. Who else the money gonna go to?
I don't know. We gotta look into that.
Because their dad worked with Menudo. Like, that's money. That's residual income. Yeah. But one of the boys from Menudo came out and said that the dad was doing that shit to him too.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, because he was a record exec.
Yeah. Well, I hope they get some money, but I don't know. I mean, either way, I think they'll be fine because of people gonna want them, pay them for like interviews. People gonna want to like pay them to appear, like for all that shit. So.
Yeah. And that prosecutor was so unapologetic.
Yeah, the prosecutor did a lot. Like, she really did a lot. And
then came in that documentary and was still pushing that shit, man.
Like, she really had a vendetta against them.
Yeah, it was Lyle. Oh. Lyle Menendez's wife speaks out on a cheating scandal. Guys, this is not a cheating scandal. Lyle and I have been separated for a while now, but remain best friends and family.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, she not gonna sign them papers.
Yeah,
he's still coming up off that bread, Lyle.
He must have got some money then, yeah, for sure.
Menendez brothers don't cheat.
Well, next we have Let Me Stay Focused. Woo. Our topic of the week. So I'm going to play a clip and then ask some questions.
I love these.
See if I can get it to play.
A 32-year-old rich auntie with no kids, no job, no responsibilities, and somehow life just keeps getting better. I don't wake up to baby cries or badass kids running around the house. I wake up to silence, skincare, and food I don't have to share. Y'all love to say, oh, I hear an auntie, but I don't see an auntie. Well, darling, the joke's on you. I'm not your emergency contact or community rideshare. I'm a rich auntie in mindset, not maternity. Auntie isn't about gender. It isn't age. It's a lifestyle. It's luxury with boundaries. A refusal to trade peace for proximity or shrink to fit. I live by bougie economics 101, darling. I don't split the bills with struggle. I don't entertain low effort love. And I don't negotiate with broke behavior emotionally or financially. I wear a ring in public not because I'm taken, but because I'm expensive. It's called preventative bullshit blocking, and trust, it saved time and it works. I take myself on solo dates because no one curates luxury for me better than me. If I want flowers, I buy them. If I want dinner with a view, I book it. I am the treat. I don't reply to what you do in text. I respond to calendars, confirmations, and Apple Pay. If you don't elevate me, you don't get access to my circle is curated.
Okay. Have you seen that before?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it was going like, I guess, semi-viral. A lot of people had a lot to say about it. So, what are your initial thoughts?
I stopped listening.
At what part?
I would say halfway through. I started listening to the music.
Okay. So you have no thoughts?
You're not an auntie.
Right.
You can be like a rich uncle.
Yeah.
And that's not like to bash anybody. Auntie is for the girls.
Right.
Trans women are also aunties. But you're not one.
He's not trans. Right. So,
and I take that shit serious. So like why are you trying to redefine? Aunties are so integral to like life. You can't just change what auntie means.
Right. I think that was a lot of people's issue with the video as well. I mean, a lot of people had a lot to say. But I agree. I do feel like, well, that's not giving rich auntie. It's giving like, you know, I want to be rich and luxurious. But like you said, it's a man. He's not a woman. He's not trans. He's not
non-binary.
Yeah, none of that. And I think it's not really what a rich auntie.
No, because rich aunties love the kids.
Right. Like they love to spend money on their nieces and nephews, whether that's blood or not, you know, like they love the kids. They want to basically be, and like you said, integral part of children's life, but like not necessarily like have kids. Yeah. He's up here talking about, there's no job, no kids, no responsibilities.
I was confused about that. How are you rich and you don't have no job?
Right. I don't know what the fuck he doing to get his money. I mean, I guess it's maybe social media. I don't really know too much about him. Like,
Let me see him.
This is my first time seeing the video.
I just don't get any of that. I think it was a bad take. Bad take.
So Raymonte quoted the tweet or whatever.
And you know what I will say? Raymonte love the kids.
Yeah.
If Raymonte was like, I'm the rich auntie.
Yeah.
I would laugh at that, but
yeah.
What did Raymonte say?
He said, no shade, this bitch shaded me and her big ass wearing muumuus and fake wedding rings because she don't get niggas, taking herself out to do her favorite thing, which is eat, and hiding behind this granny luxury aesthetic. Bitch, you not auntie, you unk. Now, obviously, Raymonte, I feel like he only said that because he has an issue with him, you know, being shady or whatever, which is valid, whatever. But I think the whole granny luxury aesthetic was hilarious.
Yeah, because that was funny.
Because he does give like old lady.
Yeah.
In the video, it wasn't really anything that was given luxurious about it. Like he just went out to a nice dinner.
They're bringing the fake ring.
And wearing the fake ring is crazy because rich or poor, like that's lame. Like. So people won't approach you. I mean, I don't know. He said it's working for him, but I can't see.
Especially at a time like this.
Like
so my mindset is very where the hoes at right now. I couldn't see myself cutting myself off from opportunity.
Right? Like why? Are you, like I don't know. Somebody said his content is all over the place, which I'm not shading him for that because people trying to figure out what they lane or whatever. I get that. But to just be out here like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a rich auntie. I think about my aunts growing up. They weren't rich, but they were fun. They did like to get us, like go places with us, buy us things, like.
And I think that's what makes. I don't know if many of the rich aunties are actually rich, or if it's just like every time I come with you, you buy me some shit.
Right, exactly. So if you're not doing that, you're not technically like living up to the title. But I was gonna ask some questions about like how do we view like like the rich auntie, rich uncle thing, because there was this trend like just a couple weeks ago where people was like, oh, Plan A was being married with kids by 25, and then Plan B was, oh, I'll just be the rich auntie or I'll be the rich uncle.
Yeah,
and it was guys doing like the rich uncle part. So I'm like, why did he miss that? Like, why did you skip the rich uncle and go directly to rich auntie? Like, let's unpack that. Like,
to change the definition of some shit that had nothing to do with you. I think that's at its core, everything else is just semantics. You went to like a part of people's identity that they really value and is important to them.
Yeah.
And tried to change what it means.
So I was wondering, like, if he was like trying to mock, is he mocking it, or is he like legit? Did he legit think like?
No, I think he's trying to make the shoe fit, or that's how I'm taking it.
Yeah, somebody had messaged Raymond and was like, "Yeah, he's fake. He been faking it, and he lived with his dad in the hood, and he be talking shit about his dad, and like just all this like, yeah, that." Whole aesthetic is fake, and they was basically like saying, "Oh, I'm praying on their downfall, or whatever." Which,
wait,
I don't.
What?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it, cause Raymond got me blocked. So
really,
he does on Twitter. But yeah, let me see.
That's crazy.
So somebody messaged him and was like, "I'm an ex-friend of Drake's." I guess that's the dude name. He started acting brand new when he got his little TikTok following. Got people believing he's living some fabulous lifestyle, yet got evicted out of 2 places in Houston and constantly getting played by some nigga in Africa. Now, I don't want to be in the mess, but it's about time somebody clocked him for his BS. He's constantly down talking people from the hood, but his daddy live in the hood. Mind you, Drake just had to stay with his daddy 2 years ago since he filed for bankruptcy, and his credit ain't been right since. Don't post me or our messages, but just know it's a group of us that have been waiting for the day that somebody humble his ass.
Okay, so why are we looking at the messages?
What? Raymond posted it.
They specifically said not to do that.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. I think this is not his first time doing that either.
Wow.
But yeah, if you don't want your messages getting out, don't send them to Raymond. Cause he definitely gonna post the shit.
Did he block out the person?
No.
What?
No, he didn't.
That's fucked up.
It is low key fucked up.
That's fucked up.
But it's also
I wasn't gonna say nothing about the fat phobia because I like Raymond. Raymond be fucking up sometimes though.
He do, and that's probably why he blocked me, because I'm pretty sure I said something like, "Yeah, this not it." Or I don't remember exactly what I said, but I don't agree with everything he says either.
Yeah, I believe he has a good heart though.
Yeah, I think he just be saying shit, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why I got blocked. But either way,
we're back to this person who wants to change what rich auntie means because they want to be one. And instead of aspiring to do more or build a better community or like fucking pick your friends' kids up one time.
Yeah. It's the whole like I don't have to do anything, I don't want to do anything, but have these luxurious experiences, and I'm not entertaining anybody, or it's like, how can you even have those experiences if you're cutting yourself off from community?
And I will say the reason that I stopped listening essentially is because it seemed like it was a bunch of taglines, like shit you wanted people to quote.
Yeah.
But they were put together in a way that wasn't cohesive, and you got carried away. And I think that, I mean, far be it from us or me or whoever to say, but I do think that people being like, "Oh, I fucking openly hate kids," is the thing right now.
Yeah.
And as much as we get accused of that, I think we've made it clear that we care about kids enough to be more responsible about them. But I think he read into, oh, we hate kids right now. Let me get on that. Not realizing that that is the antithesis of what you're trying to do.
I just feel like if you hate kids and you don't want any responsibility with them, then you shouldn't give yourself the auntie or even uncle title. You just a fucking single person who's out here, you know, just, I guess, doing what everybody else is trying to do. Like, you know, have certain experiences or whatever, but...
Because I would have even gone for, like, bougie bachelorette.
Right.
It's not even necessarily, like, the gendered part of it. It's the fact that you're advocating against the whole fucking point.
Right. See, I like that. Bougie bachelorette. That's exact. Now, if he would have went with that, he would have ate.
If we go on a tour, we should call it that.
If we go on tour?
Yeah, bougie bachelorette.
Hey, I'm down. As long as I'm not married by then, because I might be. You know how I do. But anyway.
Listen, whenever I get in my mode, and we'll get back to the bougie bachelorette himself in a second. Once I get into the mode of like, fuck it, we ball, it's time to flirt, I gotta traumatize somebody.
I'm weak.
It's a good season.
Yeah, season.
And nobody I've traumatized has any complaints.
Well, I can't say the same. But
I told you when I first went through my breakup, you know, when you start looking up shit, then that's all it. So Instagram, did I tell the story already? Instagram sent me a reel and it was like me checking on my ex because that's my dog for real.
I don't know.
I sent it to all my exes.
Yeah, I think you did send me that.
And they all responded.
Yeah.
They don't seem traumatized to me.
Yeah, I can't say the same.
You just gotta tell more jokes.
I think
like ha ha ha.
I don't think my exes hate me. Like I know, especially my most recent ex, I know she loves me. But she will say like, yeah, I did some shit to her. Like, so I can't say like, oh, you know, they don't have anything bad to say. She might, but it's okay. We okay.
I feel like the bougie bachelorette tour coming to a city near you.
Yeah, we gotta coin that shit.
Buy a ticket, then book a therapy session. After we touch down. Like, don't go to therapy before the show.
Go after. Yeah, I don't know. Some people might need to go before. They might come and start projecting and shit.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But I was gonna ask, like, I mean, we kind of already talked about it, but one of the questions is like, is this person truly free or just living a curated version of life for the internet?
That person's not enjoying their life at all. You can tell.
Like, he doesn't even look happy in the TikTok. Like, when I think rich auntie, I'm thinking like happy, like it's radiating, you're glowing,
telling your mom to stop bossing you around.
Yeah, like you know you a boss, so nobody like it wasn't giving like authentic.
I will say, like, and when it does come from a place of authenticity, it's always great. I didn't make no money. It wasn't 60 seconds, but I had a TikTok do numbers where I was like, yeah, my sister don't know yet, but I'm about to go get my baby from daycare. I don't give a fuck what she talking about. I'm going to get my kid. And people were like really gravitated towards that.
Yeah.
And then when I posted the video of us watching Miss Rachel, and I'm like, yeah, he don't want that milk. I made him some mashed potatoes or whatever. People were like, you really went and got him.
Yeah.
She knew she fucked up when she put me on that list.
Yeah.
Turn my kids fucking loose. Because I had texted her, did you take him to that prison yet? She's like, it's not a prison. He can't leave.
Yeah.
Prison to me. I'm going to get my damn baby. And people were really drawn to that because it was all exactly. He can't even speak English. Fuck it. We're going to the house.
I seen somebody else tweet like they had took their nieces and nephews to. They had did something. Picked them up from school, took them to a couple places, got ice cream, and she was like, obviously I'm not rich because she's like, damn, y'all do this. Y'all have to do this every day. Like
Yeah.
y'all provide for kids every day. But even like you said, like even you don't even have to be like rich, but just the fact that you want to spend time with your, and it don't always got to be like nieces and nephews. It could be like your god kids or whatever.
Yeah.
But like even the fact that you just take the time out to take time to spend with them, and then like take them out, do things with them, let them know they have other people that love them besides their parents.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the essence of like what the cool auntie. Because it used to be like, oh, I'm the cool auntie or whatever. But like now it's like everybody trying to be the rich auntie, and it's like, bro, you don't even have to like be that. Just be there.
Yeah. But like I said, I think that the kids are going to perceive you as rich anyways, because you decided I got some extra money in my pocket. I'm about to go take my nieces and nephews to X, Y, and Z.
It's like I want to, just go to my auntie house because I know I'm going to get, I'm going to be good. Like, she got food over there. She got the Wi-Fi, everything.
She don't pay my mama no amount.
Yeah, she going to tell my mama, like, about herself.
Stop calling over here. I'll bring them back when I'm ready.
Somebody else said their tweet got cut off because I screenshotted it. I didn't put like the link, but somebody was like, a lot of y'all black asses want to live a life that replicates white female wealth and privilege so bad. And I think they were saying like this whole auntie aesthetic is rooted in like white supremacy or something. I don't know. I don't agree with that because I feel like as black people, we can. There are black people who are wealthy. There are black people who do live this lifestyle like authentically. So I don't necessarily think it's like, oh, they're going out there a white aesthetic or whatever. But I can understand like where they was coming from. But I don't necessarily agree.
Yeah, he don't need to come to the, damn, what's our tour called?
The bougie bachelorettes.
Oh, yeah.
Because technically we're bachelorettes.
Yeah, I think I said bachelorettes, right?
Oh, I thought you said bachelor.
But I want y'all to think bachelorette in the sense of like a bachelor, just women.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's going to say, I was traumatized by those bachelorettes.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I don't forewarn, at least for me, if I don't forewarn y'all, we might get sued or something.
Well, I don't know what they're going to get. But this one girl said, rich aunties be taking kids to the museums on weekends, not on TikTok talking about how they have no responsibilities.
And why don't you have a fucking job? I'm trying to loop back to that. Like, what the fuck happened with that?
Somebody said he lost his job. So I don't know how somebody said, I guess like the TikTok is working. TikTok is like what's working for him since he don't have a job. I don't know.
What is this person's at?
His at is, hold on, I gotta pull it up again. I know his name is Drake.
I'm gonna just type it in because I don't even want to read it up here and then
it says
somebody.
The Better Drake.
Okay.
Or I think it says the Better Drake. The Better Drake. That's what it looks like. You looking it up?
Yeah.
Somebody said, is the auntie in the room with us?
They live right now. Oh, brother.
Oh, shit.
Ex-corporate. And then it says collabs, ?
I low-key want to know what he's talking about. But,
so whose house is he in?
Well, that's the thing with the internet. You never know. Because he could be, like, renting out a little space. It could be an Airbnb. It could be his spot. Like, we don't know. I don't know. I don't follow him. I never even heard of him before this.
Yeah, and it says he, him, his at the top.
So why are you calling yourself auntie? Somebody call him Lunel. Somebody call him Andale.
Lunel is funny. I'm just confused. I don't think TikTok is ringing the bells. Can't be.
Oh, one of the bars that you was talking about, he was saying, if you don't elevate me, you have no access to me. Like little shit like that.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, they frying his ass. Somebody said, I just want to know where the money coming from with no job. This man's a scammer and no one can make me think differently. Somebody said probably OnlyFans. I'm weak. Somebody asked like why would you think he's a scammer? And she said because he scammed his job into thinking he had a degree, self-admittedly. So he admitted that he's did some shit like that. That's probably why he lost his job.
You know, black people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think some people just need to be quiet, bro.
But by admitting that, it really does kind of show, like, you're a motherfucker who do this shit for the internet.
Yeah. So
Like,
we can't believe shit you saying anyway. And I do believe, like, whoever sent that message to Raymante, I believe them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the takeaway here is aunties and uncles. That title is not. I mean, if you're a real, like, you're a legit auntie, then that's. I mean, you have that title, so you can't really, like, self-proclaim yourself to be like.
Yeah,
that.
and you can't.
But,
honestly, y'all get that title from, like, your siblings having kids.
Right.
But some of y'all not aunties for real.
Yeah.
Y'all might be aunts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking at the camera with disgust for our audio listeners.
Rest in peace to my auntie.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember, but she died in 2020.
Yeah.
That was my dad's sister, and she wasn't rich, but like, she loved me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I loved her. Like, I knew, like, we could talk. Like, I could talk to her. Like, I could count on her for whatever, you know. Even though I didn't always, like, I wasn't, like, always with her, you know, but we definitely had, like, a relationship. And I legit call her Auntie. Auntie Kia, that was her name. But yeah, a lot of people do have aunts, but they aunts ain't shit.
My dad's sister
Uncles
has
too.
schizoaffective disorder.
Is that different from schizophrenia?
No, I think we're just, I don't know. I don't think so. I just think we're not supposed to say it anymore. I was going to say my dad's sister is schizophrenic. So.
Okay.
Like.
But yeah, shout out to the people who get the kids and take them out and have fun.
She used to be a get the kids aunt too.
Yeah.
We used to bake and all that shit. And I think it's just like the veneer ended up like cracking to the point where, like, she was always doing weird shit, but that was like amongst the adults.
Yeah.
We was baking
To the
cookies and
kids,
shit.
yeah, to the kids,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, that's cool, Auntie.
I hate to see it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's another message I should add in there, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna.
I feel like
move
we
on.
need to text the team bougie bachelorettes before we forget.
Maybe that should be the theme for our next photo shoot.
How do you spell bachelorette?
Bachelor, ETTE.
Okay. E. So what's bachelor? Like a degree? Okay. Bougie bachelorettes. Okay, I have advice from the internet, which is where we take a no context clip from the internet and turn it into valuable life advice. So I'm just gonna play this with no context.
My sister Nell. Poem said, a rat done bit my sister Nell with Whitey on the moon, and her face and arms began to swell, and Whitey's on the moon. I can't pay no doctor bills, but Whitey's on the moon. 10 years from now, I'll be paying still while Whitey's on the moon. You know the man just upped my rent last night? Because Whitey's on the moon. No hot water, no toilets, and no lights, but Whitey's on the moon. I wonder why he's upping me. Because Whitey's on the moon? I was already giving him $50 a week, and now Whitey's on the moon. Taxes taking my whole damn check. The junkies make me a nervous wreck. The price of food is going up. And as if all that crap wasn't enough, a rat done bit my sister Nell with Whitey on the moon. Her face and arms began to swell, and Whitey's on the moon.
So that is a poem by Gil Scott Heron, or Heron, however you want to pronounce it. And it's from the 70s. And I think it really speaks to like the bullshit that's going on while Gayle King and Katy Perry are going to quote unquote space. And there's so much shit down here that people are going through that it just seems injustifiable that people have access to that amount of wealth or science or materials, infrastructure, people, and aren't doing anything about the everyday issues that we're experiencing here. So if you take anything from that, with whatever you have or can give, whether it's time, resources, advice, try to be there for the people around you, because in the words of A Tribe Called Quest, there ain't no space program for niggas. You stuck here, nigga. So we're going to have to make the best of it one way or another.
Yeah.
And Whitey's on the moon. And also, the junkies also make me a nervous wreck. Because I want to, I wish y'all had more help. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break. This has been another episode starring the Bougie Bachelorettes, better known as Let Me Stay Focused podcast. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break. We know it's hard. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Bye. Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.